Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 10, entitled as Vibhuti Yoga. Sloka 21, Part 4. Ādityānām ahaṁ viṣṇuः jyotiṣāṁ ravir aṁśumān marīcir marutām asmi nakṣatrāṇām ahaṁ śaśī. Of the Ādityas, I am Viṣṇu. Of lights, I am the radiant sun. Of the Maruts, I am Marīci. And among the stars, I am the moon. In the previous session, we learned a type of grammar in Sanskrit called samānādhikaranam, which means when many adjectives are attributed to a single noun, then both can be read equally. Rama is tall, Rama is beautiful, Rama is intelligent, and so forth. In the similar way, Krishna is Viṣṇu, Krishna is Marīci, Krishna is Varuna, and so forth. In the relationship by Karana Karya, cause and effect, by Niyanta and Niyamyam, that is the executor and executed, and by Supersoul, Antaratma, and by the parts and parcel. With these reasoning, one can apply Samānādhikaranya Nyayam, the logic. Let's see an example. Ravi looking through the windows. Here, the name Ravi applies to the person, to the body. Name is given to the body. Even though it says Ravi is looking through the windows, it is actually the Atma who is looking through the window. Here, the looking is the action. The action of seeing will not be possible for the body without the eyes. And though eyes are present, unless the Atma is present within that body, nothing can be visible. So the action can be only performed by the body or the senses when the Atma is present within the body, and when Atma desires to look through the window. Therefore, the action and the subject must be combined for sure, and the action can be represented by the subject. So how do we rephrase the statement Ravi looking through the windows? A Atma who has taken the human form of the body, which has the name given as Ravi, is desiring to look through the windows. Therefore, we can see here the body and Atma are very tightly and closely connected. Likewise, the Devatas, Gandharvas, Rakshasas, Yakshas, and many, they are all connected to the Supreme Lord as part and parcel. Hence, when we apply the Samānādhikaranam logic, Nyaya, the name Ravi, the name Indra, the name Chandra can apply to the Atma as well. With that short recap, now let's see a couple of objections that could be raised from what we just understood so far. We usually hear that one should not be attached to the body, as we are not this body, we are spirit soul. Therefore, we cannot say I am Indian, I am American, I am white, I am black, I am Brahmana, I am Kshatriya, I am Brahmachari, I am Grahastha. We are simply a spirit soul. All those designations are for the body, only, not for the Atma. These designations are temporary. Why? Because the body is temporary. In the next life, we may have different designation. So the question is that because they are temporary, and we know that we should not be attached to the body as we are spirit soul, then why the relationship between body and soul is emphasized here in this context? That Krishna is Paramatma and everything else is his part and parcel, like the body and the soul. Because body and the soul are on a temporary basis, they are related. Does the same apply to Paramatma and his part and parcels? Let's see the answer. The relationship that we have with our body is based on some reasoning. That is based on our karma, not because of our choice. When our karma of this life is over, then our relationship to this body will come to an end. And we take a new body with new name, new gender, new nation, everything new. The relationship, whereas the relationship with the Lord and us has no reason, like how we have a reason to have relationship with our body. The connection between the Lord and us, that relationship is not based on any reason, not based on karma. We are eternally related, we are eternally connected to Krishna. We are part and parcel of the Lord all the time. Not that we were not one time and now we are part and parcel of Krishna. That is not the case at all. Like how we did not have this body before my birth and now I have this body after my birth. And after my death, I don't have any connection to this body. This is not applicable when it comes to Krishna and us. We are all the time connected with Krishna as his part and parcel. Hence the question or objection of how we can apply the theory of body and soul, where those are temporary, will not be applicable when it comes to Krishna and the living entities. Because of the reason there is no karma factor involved in that one. That is, Krishna does not have everything as his part and parcel because of Krishna's karma. And that is not applicable because Krishna doesn't get affected by any karmas. We are eternally his property. He is Swami. He is the master, proprietor, owner of everything. Now let's see the second objection. Is Krishna promoting Mayavada philosophy by stating, I am Indra, I am Varuna? Is he saying that there is no Indra, there is no Varuna, they are all false, it is only me, I, who is the absolute truth, exists? Is he promoting Advaita philosophy, that only one truth exists, everything else is false? Brahma Satyam Jahan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha, that is, except Brahman, the absolute truth, everything else, non-existence, is false. A quick short answer is no, certainly not. But then why does Krishna say later in this chapter, in 39 Sloka, Nadat asti vina yatsyan maya bhutam characharam, that he says that there is nothing exists without me? Is he saying that, is he denying the existence of anything else other than him? Certainly not. When Krishna says there is nothing exists without me, doesn't mean that Krishna is denying the existence of other living entities. doesn't mean that Krishna is saying everything else is false. Doesn't mean that Krishna is saying Krishna and other living entities are one and the same. There is no second Atma. There's only one Atma. None of these things are the messages of Krishna. So the real understanding of that statement where Krishna is saying in 39th sloka is nothing can sustain by themselves without Krishna being the super soul within them. Therefore, nothing can exist. Nothing can sustain without me, Krishna, like how the body cannot sustain without the presence of Atma. The moving and non-moving entities cannot sustain without Krishna, who resides as Paramatma within everything. With this, we will conclude the introduction to this subject. We know that we went deeper into the introductory part, but it is must to understand, which is going to help the upcoming slokas. Else we will be totally lost to understand what Krishna is saying, what is intention behind such statements. Now that our basics are clear, foundation on the subject is much more stronger. Rest of the slokas that we are going to see starting from this 21st sloka is going to be a very smooth ride and also very enjoyable. All we must do while we study these upcoming slokas until 39th is to keep in mind what we saw in the introduction, so we can connect back whenever we hear the statement from Krishna that I am so and so, I am that, and I am this. Namaste, Hare Krishna.